How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NBA 2K26 My NBA video here. So we're doing a fantasy draft, and the reason I'm doing this is because, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be trying to have AI, Google Gemini, draft me a team, and that is the team that we're going to be using in this video today. So whatever they tell me to pick, I'm going to see how well it can work. I might have to talk with it for a bit. I'll let them, pick the players that they want me to pick. So, guys, leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the content, comment down below some more videos. Got our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from me, TJP. Injuries are off. Everyone has their own draft picks. Obviously, it's a fantasy draft, so it's not going to be realistic. I apologize for saying name wrong. It's a video game at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. We're just having fun and back on 2K. And, yeah, I don't know how many seasons we're going to do yet, but the biggest and most important thing is obviously the draft. We're going to let Google Gemini do it. And yeah, we're going to pick a random team because that doesn't really matter. And wherever we are in the draft, that's who we have to take, whoever they say. So, none of the gameplay. Before I get to the Gemini part, let's just pick a team. So I'm just going to stop doing it in 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then go back 1 for good measurement. And we're using Oklahoma City Thunder. Kind of funny. All right, cool. So we're going to select them. Let's see where we're going to be picking. I'm very curious where the Thunder will be picking. This is very important for our chances at drafting some players that could be really good for our team. So the Thunder, I don't know where we are. Well, it's obviously pretty far down. So, oh boy. Yikes. All right. Fantastic. So we have pick... Is this pick 29? No, we literally have the last pick. Okay, so we have the last pick and the first pick. So, all right, let me see if I can explain this prompt to Google AI and see if they can suggest me some players to draft. So let me get to that and get back to it shortly. All right, guys, so I typed up a prompt here, so we're going to see how well this works. This is my first time doing this, so I'm going to see what they say. Yeah, we'll see if we have any tools here. Deep research, rate images. Okay, I typed out what I'm doing. So I have the last pick, snake drafting, I have 2 picks in a row, injuries are off, advanced draft, only includes players from 2K's latest roster rather than injuries. So let's see. Let's just hit send. See what they have here for me. So, all right. Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. They actually gave me some good options here. Okay. So, says your injuries are prior to age and potential alongside current production. NBA 6 players, age 22 to 25, high intangible potential go to 95. Overall superstars in 2 to 3 seasons. I'm not getting any of these guys. So, option 1, option 2. Option 3. So we have Paolo Banchero. Chet Went. They gave me Cade Mobley. These are like new era duos. Okay. High octane offense. Take Paolo Banchero and Chet Holmgren. Okay. So all right, let's take a look. This is a pretty good. All right, let's see if they're out there. I'm curious. Obviously, I already know that Chet's not. I can see he got drafted, and Jalen Williams just got drafted. So let's go back to 2K for a second, see who's out there. So as you can see, I mean, I can take Paolo Banchero, so he's available, and they also have Evan Mobley. That was one of the suggestions. But I am curious to see, like, if I maybe ask, should I go with maybe like Franz, like if I can give them suggestions, like. There is also Amen Thompson, who's 22 years old. I could ask if that's like if that's like an option that would be worth exploring. Keontae George is another good guy who's relatively young. Josh Giddey. So I'm gonna go back to the AI real quick. I'm gonna ask it a follow-up question about Paolo Banchero. So he's available. I'm gonna say that some of the other guys you suggest aren't available. Evan Mobley is available, but I'm willing to take Paolo Banchero, and I would like to be able to draft somebody of a different position. I'll give them suggestions of some of the players that I think would be good fits, and then we'll see what the AI decides to go with. All right, so I'm about to send this message to the AI. I mean, you guys could read through it. I basically gave them just some ideas. Who would you be your best take, or if you have another player to suggest that I did not list. All right, well, let's see what it says. I'm very curious. So I'm gonna definitely take Paolo Banchero, but let's see what Gemini cooks up for me here. So, I was going to say, that was who I was taking, Amen Thompson, and the AI agrees with me. Scoring option, Keontae George, playmaking option, Josh Giddey. Cason Wallace, 3 and D. I think that's too early. I'm going to say, okay, so perfect. That's not bad. And that's probably what I would have ended up doing anyway, looking at this list, so this is good. So we're going to take Paolo Banchero and Amen Thompson, because that's what the AI said to do. All right, so I took Paolo Banchero and Amen Thompson. I feel like those were some really good picks. I could have went with Cooper Flagg. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I didn't really think that one through. Shoot. Okay, well, let's see what the AI has to say. So yeah, let's take a look. It's pick 60 and pick 61. Yes, high potential. Yes. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at those and see what let's see what the AI says. So we're gonna look. So we're good there. So, Donovan Clingan, Kel'el Ware, Malaka's a rookie, Derek Lively, Brandon Miller for a wing. We could go Asar Thompson, do a little twin action. Brandon Miller and Donovan Clingan. Okay. Do I like those? Are they available? Let me look and see if they're available, and I'll come back to the AI in a moment. So both of those guys were taking. So let's just see what. Let's see who's out there. So Kel'el Ware, he's not. Walker Kessler, Derek Lively, Zachary Richelet. I don't know if he's there either. They did say Jaden McDaniels. Richelet's there, but I don't know. Do I want I feel like I would want McDaniels over Richelet. I don't know. I mean, it's his potential. Potential's A minus. Oh, you guys can't see that. Yeah, his potential's A minus. I'm kind of just looking, and seeing if that works. Yeah, so Kel'el Ware is gone. I could take Zachary Richelet. That's what they're saying to do. That's what he's saying to do. Who's the other guy? Yeah, Kel'el Ware is still not available. I'll give them some centers that I could take. I mean, Derek Lively might be there. Let's see. I'll give them. I'll write down a little. I'll write down something. I think I'll take. I might take Richelet. I don't know. We'll see. Let me type a little more. All right. I just wrote out another prompt, so we're gonna see if Gemini will respond to this. So, I said where was selected. Let's see what they say. I'm curious. Depends on my timeline. Susan Van Punk could go /.4 playing, but you're currently lacking league perimeter shooting lockdown. If you want to bounce, you immediately take McDaniels. You want a third 90 plus overall super 3 steers. Take Richelet. Okay. High overalls versus Lively. Here's how they compare. Okay. McDaniels and Zach Edey. That's what we needed. All right. So we're gonna take both of them. That was their overall pick there. And they want me to look at shooting guards. That's perfect. We'll do that. So yeah, we're going to take McDaniels and Zach Edey. All right, so I'm already on center, so here we are. We're going to take Zach Edey, next pick, and then Jaden McDaniels with pick number 4. And yeah, we're going to go back to pick 5 and 6 and see what Gemini wants to select for us. All right, so I'm giving the AI a little bit of suggestions as well. So that would be great. Perhaps 2 shooting guards if possible. One that could start and another can come off the bench as a 6th man. Let's see what Gemini has for us. I'm very curious for the next pick. So, I mean, Anthony Edwards, not possible. Amen Thompson I already have. All of those guys are too high overall. So that's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to rearrange his prompt. Yeah. Okay. Let me rearrange his prompt. I gotta ask it again. All right. I gave it another prompt. So we'll see if... Well, I'm just going to remind the AI. I think it kind of messed up a little bit there. So... All right, here we go. This could help. So the certified spacer: Grady Dick, Reed Shepard, Shaden Sharp, Koulibaly, Bob Carrington, and Spadzimski. So they want me to pick Reed Shepard. I don't know if he's there. I will look. He might be under point guards. If that. Pazimski's there. But yeah, let me look some more. Do they have Koulibaly? I'd have to look if he's still here. And I do see Grady Dick. Alright. Yeah, let me look around some more and I'll come back to the AI in a sec. Kind of have to help out the AI a little bit too. So both of those guys were taken. I'm gonna see if I should take one of the guys from their original list, or I'm going to throw out some other players that could be of interest. So the starter shooting guard. So McBride, they got Hugo Gonzalez, Isaiah Collier, Igor Demon. They go really far in depth with this, which is nice. So, okay. McBride and Hugo Gonzalez. All right, well, we'll go with that. That works. That works for me. All right, so yeah, I took Hugo Gonzalez. I'm taking Miles McBride here, so that is perfect. So yeah, it works for me. Those two guys. So we have pick 7 and pick 8, which is very nice. About to happen here. I'm just kind of curious to see who is available. There are some good players here, so we could look to take. There's a decent amount of players here. So we're going to go back to the AI and see what they have to say. This is the next prop. I'm going to respond to this because they're asking about minimum contract players. I don't think they need to be minimum contracts, so I'm just going to specify that. It's 14-round draft. So let's see what they come up with here. I was going to say like maybe a big man, possibly a power forward center, and maybe another point guard off the bench. See what Gemini has for us. I'm very curious. And I might have to suggest certain players here. Some of those guys are definitely going to be taken. So Kongwu, I highly doubt is there. Yeah, that's not really going to work. And then who'd they say for point guards? Yeah, Anthony Black. There's no way he's on there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with the prompt a little bit. So let me do that real quick. All right, let's see what the AI has here. So I'm just kind of explaining my thought process to it, and then I'm just gonna kind of let it make a decision based on that. I'm not going 100%. Obviously, we're working together. So they're picking the team. They're giving me good players, good suggestions for the most part. So let's see what they have to say about this. I mean, I'm seeing a guy like Daron Sharp that might be better than Dembona. I told them most of the best guards that are out there are still like Simons, McConnell, Van Vliet. I could also go Jovic power forward route, and then obviously point guards. Carrington's there, who they did suggest. I could have said Igor Demon. I didn't say that though. Yeah, building the bench phase. Yeah, okay, so Bob Carrington must pick. All right, so we're going to do that. Backup big man, you got Jovic or Sharp. More mobile. Okay, so let's see. 2K factor. Ooh, all right. Okay. All right. So Jovic, that's a good one because Jovic, I guess, could space the floor. I like that. Okay, so all right, we could do Jovic. We'll do Bub Carrington and Nikola Jovic. Perfect. Bub Carrington is Carlton Carrington, by the way, just so we know. And then yeah, where's Jovic? Power forward, right? There he is. Yeah, power forward. They have him listed as power forward center. So yeah, I guess you could space the floor a little bit. B- works for me. All right, on to picks 9 and 10. All right, so let's see who they have for us. Well, we already picked up Bub Carrington, Simons. We have Jovic. I did take those guys already. So I'm going to say Day'Ron Sharpe makes sense if he's still there, which I don't know if he is. He probably isn't, and he's not. I could go back to Adem Bona and say that he's there. But that's not really a 3-and-D player, so... I guess let's just... Yeah, I gotta type this out a little bit, because... yeah, I think the AI is kind of messing up there a little bit. All right, let's see what they come up with here. Rim protecting center. Okay, well, we already picked Koulibaly, so that can't work. So Koulibaly's already gone. McBride already have. All right, I could take Adem Bona. Adem Bona works. The other guys I already picked. I need more suggestions. Would you like me to tell you who is available for me to select? Let's say probably gonna need more information. Yeah, so Adem Bona works. Yeah, extremely helpful. Okay, so then I'm probably gonna have to do that. We'll definitely take Adem Bona. And then yeah, let me list out some of the shooting guards that are available and help out the AI here a little bit. All right, let's see what they have here. I gave them a list of shooting guards, the best available. Let's see what not 2K. The best pick, Sam Merrill. Best pure shooter. So Sam Merrill. We're going to go with Sam Merrill with the other pick. So I already took Adem Bona. We're going to take Sam Merrill. That works for me. I think that's cool. Yeah. Best shooter. Space the floor. Perfect. Love it. All right, I tried to be a little bit descriptive here for the AI so that it kind of understands, like, just some of the players that are available that I could take. So let's see what we've got here. Who they're going to let me take. So the elite spacer, Sam Hauser, KCP, Depends how with Dorian Finney-Smith might be cool. So go with Sam Hauser and Dorian Finney-Smith. All right, so Sam Hauser and Dorian Finney-Smith. That's what Gemini wants me to do. So Sam Hauser, we're going to take him, and then Dorian Finney-Smith. So there's Sam Hauser, and then Dorian Finney-Smith. So let me just view my roster. Okay. I probably want another guard, and yeah, let's even get another guard maybe. All right. Well, let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Last two players. So the perimeter stopper, KCP, Sam Hauser, Dorian Finney-Smith. So those guys. Yeah, so all those guys, yeah, those guys are the guys we just took. So yeah, let me get the AI in a spot where it's gonna make sense. All right, let's see what they've got here. So Alec Burks, I don't know if he's there. I'm going to solidify, get Charles Bassey or Matisse Thybulle. So Matisse Thybulle is there. That's fine. I don't know if Alec Burks is here. He is. Okay, so I'm gonna say, all right. So Matisse probably makes the most sense for guard. I'll take him. That's fine. So let's take Matisse. And then is Charles Bassey available? If he is, I'll take him. I don't know if he is or not. Oh, he is. All right, so you know what? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to take Charles Bassey and Matisse Thybulle. So let's do that. And that should be good. The only other thing I'm going to have it do for me is... So that's the roster. We're going to take a look at the roster in a moment. I'm going to sign one more guy in free agency. Yeah. So that's perfect. And yeah, we'll just go on to the game from there. All right. So this is my last prompt here. I want to see who I can sign here. So we're going to let them pick. So they want Mike Conley, which is who I would want. Analyze the best rotational minutes and lineup. Actually, yes. Let's see what they say. I'm very curious about that. I'm going to sign Mike Conley, obviously. So we'll give him a minimum. I'll probably end up retiring. So, oh. Okay, so here we go. Better floor spacing. You know what? Yes. I'm very curious to see what they've got for us. So let's see what they're gonna say. Cause I'm very curious before I show you guys the roster. So let's see. That's what they want to do. That's what we got to do. So, all right, I'll do that. That's fine with me. So those are gonna be the minutes. Okay. I think for here we're good. I can handle it. But this is nice. So we'll obviously it's probably gonna be different because the game's gonna auto change it. But I'm actually curious to see what it is listed at. To be honest, I might list it as something else. Oh, they don't even have McBride on there. So you know what? I'm probably not gonna use their suggestion. We're just gonna do this as a suggestion instead. Why is this coach game? Oh wait. Coach game plan is... Yeah, why is that selected? Yeah, I don't understand. That's really weird. But, so that's going to be the rotation right here. So this is fine. I'm going to put these guys like this. That works. This all works. All right, I'm just going to thank the Gemini. I think we're done here. I can handle it. Thanks for the assistance. All right. So there we go. Beautiful. And look at that. Trade targets. I mean, we could. We don't have to, but I do like this. I think we're just going to keep it as the AI just drafts my team. I just think it's going to be too much. But eventually, if you guys do like this video, this kind of concept, we could make it so it does the entire, it controls all my every, trades and stuff, signings. And then I think this is a great idea, and we're going to definitely do this for the show and all these other ones. I think it's perfect. But yeah, so you guys saw the roster, you saw the rotations, and this is going to be the team. So, works for me. Actually, I have Mike Conley playing minutes now, which is cool. First, I'd rather have Jovic getting the minutes, but that's cool. I'm happy with this. So, that's what Coach has us at, and that's what the Google Gemini drafted. So, I guess without further ado, let's get to simulating, and I'll let you guys know when I have an update for you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the NBA Cup MVP. All right, trade deadline 27 and 25. Not the greatest for the Gemini team, but let's take a look at the stats so far. 7th in the West. Paolo Banchero is averaging 32.9 points per game. Wow, that's not something I thought I would expect to see, but yet here we are. Ben Thompson, you got Merrill, McDaniels, McBride. So 5 guys in double figures overall. Pretty cool. Rebounding numbers, Zach Edey 10.8, 8.8 from Banchero. Ben Thompson 8.1. So it looks pretty good. You got your assist leaders here. Thompson 5.2, 4.4 from Paulo. Okay, I mean, there's nothing terrible here. Steals per game, 3 guys least to steal. Block shot leaders, 2 guys least to block shot. In terms of field goal percentage, you can see the most efficient scorers. Then Thompson, nice. 3-point percentage. Very cool. And of course, you can't forget about free throws. Who's knocking them down? It's easily in there on that front. Curious to see if anybody would want to trade. Do I want to make trades now or do I want to wait? I don't know. I think I want to make trades now. I think I gave myself half a season. I think that's fair. I think we can look to move on from some guys. See if there's any value out there we can get for some of these lower guys. Try to get some picks. I mean, we have our own picks, of course, but yeah, try to get some more investment for the future. I think it's worth it. So let's see if there's anybody out there for us to acquire. I actually kind of like this trade with the Lakers. Get Dennis Schroeder. You're going to give up Matisse Thybulle and Mike Conley, but I do get a lottery protected first-round pick as well as Dennis Schroeder, who I can always move in the offseason. I think that does help us out a little bit. I do want to clear up this power forward log jam. So I'm thinking the best guy to move would probably be Dorian Finney-Smith. And I mean, he's having a solid season. If we can get like maybe a what do we want for him? I guess we can get like a small forward or a shooting guard would be nice. And then I'll just try to sign somebody. So any small forward. Oh, I could just do this with Spurs and get a lottery pick. That might be the best thing to do. So I think I'm going to do that with the Spurs. Do a little salary dump. Get a first and a second for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then we're just going to take a look at the roster. And I'm going to sign a shooting guard and small forward in free agency. Just to fill out the rest of the team. So shooting guard. We'll go Terrence Mann. Negotiate a contract at a minimum for the rest of the season. And then a small forward as well. We'll go Nicholas Batum. Why not? Again, these guys aren't really going to play anyway. So we got a little bit of extra draft capital. We'll see if this team can make the play-in. Again, you know, Gemini said this team is going to be a type of team that develops over the next couple seasons. I mean, I don't know how long we're going for, but, you know, we'll see. Simulate it. Obviously, no injuries, so it should be cool. Let's get to it. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Shai MVP, funny enough, on the Raptors. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. 6th man of the year was Russell Westbrook. Defense player was Victor. Keita, Most Improved. Zion, Clutch Player of the Year. Coach of the Year is Darko. Josh Burks, Executive of the Year. NBA Cup MVP, Shai. Very nice. Very cool uniforms there. Paolo Banchero, how about that? All NBA first team. He had a massive season. He averaged 32.7 points, 8.8 rounds, 4.3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. An excellent season. This is the kind of season I feel like a lot of people on the Magic hope he would have. Maybe not to this extent, but yeah. Second team, no Thunder. Third team, no Thunder. Defensive first and second, we have Amen Thompson. Nice. Good season from him. Great defense. We love that. And then your second, your rookie first and second. It's cool. All right, so we ended up with a 7 seed. We're in the play-in, taking on the Lakers. But before we do that, though, let's take a look at the stats, season stats, player stats. And you can see, I mean, Paolo Banchero, big season for him. We had 6 guys in double digits on the scoring, so that's kind of cool. You can see the rebounding leaders, Zach Edey, Paolo Banchero, Amen Thompson. Assists, Thompson, Banchero, and Schroeder. We traded for 3 guys least to steal, 3 guys least to block shot, looks like, so that's cool to see. Of course, you get your field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage as well, for those that are curious. And that is very nice. Very nice stuff. So the question then becomes, who is the matchup? We got, ooh, all right. So Luka Doncic on the Lakers. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Paul George, Clint Capella, okay. Alexander Walker, Draymond Green. This team is pretty solid. Obviously, we gave them Thibault and Mike Conley. They had Dennis Schroeder, but we traded. Okay, this is an interesting team. Very interesting team. We got to win this game. If we don't, we are out. Well, not out. We're possibly an 8 seed. So we'll sim through game, and we do lose. So let's see. We lost by a decent amount. Zach Edey had 21 rebounds. 21 rebounds. But, yeah. 10 offensive rebounds, but not enough. Not enough. So, sim this game. And Memphis. This for to get the 8 seed. Josh Giddey. Koulibaly. Kawhi Leonard. Larry Marketing. Bobby Portis. T.J. McConnell. All right. Paul Thomas there. All right. Some good players here. So, we'll sim through game. And we do win. Win by 7. Shout out to the boys. And we are playoff bound. Take on the number 1 seeded Kings. We have Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Ron Holland. Okay. I don't know how this team is the number 1 seed, but I guess Brunson's that dude. I mean, he's one of the best players. Oh, yeah. I mean, he might be that dude. Yeah. I mean, listen, 31 a game. Yeah, he's that dude, man. All right, game 1. Sim to playing, rest of playing. Game 1 against the Kings. Can we win it? Lose game 1 by 5. Can we win game 2? They win game 2. Okay, we're down 2-0. Try to see if we win game 3 here. Maybe make it 2-1. Nope, we're down 3-0. Probably gonna get swept. And we do. All right, get swept. Let's take a look at the playoff stats. I mean, Paulo did his thing. We're just going to have to get some more help. Sam Merrill. Need you a little more out of him. Interesting. All right, let's see who wins the championship. It is a Sacramento-Cleveland final. We got Jalen Brunson and Zion Williamson. And Cleveland wins. Zion, finals MVP. Wow. Insane. Who's on Cleveland? All right. Interesting team right here. All right, cool. Well, on to the offseason we go. Lottery, let's take a look and see who won the pick. Heat have the number 1 overall pick. We have the 17th pick. We're trying to see if we trade up for a high draft pick. Try to get another rookie to add to the team. We have a lot of assets that we can move here, potentially round up the team. Got a little bit of cap space as well. Trying to see if there's anyone here that might want to move on from. Definitely Dennis Schroeder. And, I mean, if we could package McDaniels as well, that might be the move. Also, maybe Sam Merrill. Jovic has a contract. Sam Hauser. So, there's some movable contracts here. We could either try to get another star player or draft pick or both. Let's see what we can do. All right. And we just traded for Deni Avdija. That's a good trade right there. I like that move. Thank you, Wizards. So take a look at the transaction report. We traded away Jaden McDaniels, Sam Hauser. Our first this year, our first 2030, and Sam Merrill. We got Deni Avdija back. So that's a nice addition to the team, I think. So he will be the new starting small forward. Nothing against McDaniels, but I mean, if we get a better player, why wouldn't we? So, and also too, his contract is insane because he's got 2 years, 25 million. He's making not a lot of money next 2 seasons. So this is perfect for us. So I love that trade right there. So he's going to make another one. I'm going to do this trade here with Milwaukee. I'm going to give Milwaukee Jovic as well as 3 seconds and that San Antonio lottery protected pick. We're going to get back Milwaukee's pick this year, a 2030 unprotected, and a 2028 lottery pick from them instead of Spurs. I don't mind that trade for us. So we do have a draft pick. So we'll just sim to the draft since we're not getting one of the higher players. Unless someone slips to us. Like this guy, Christian Anderson Jr. might be a pretty decent piece. All NBA potential for Mullins. Trying to think about who I want to go with. I mean, I feel like the guy, it makes sense to go for Braylon Bolins. Drazen Petrovic, all NBA ceiling. I think that's the guy. I mean, I could go Anderson, but I'm thinking, yeah, Mullins might be the dude. So let's go with Mullins out of Connecticut and just sim to the end. And that works for me. So we didn't get one of the higher picks, but that's okay. Not a problem. I do like our 19-year-old that we picked. I think it was a solid option. And that's just another piece that can develop into a rotational piece at some point. All these guys we will accept for the team. Qualifying offers, nobody. Now, we do have money for free agency. We need a power forward, but there's really nobody out here that I'm, like, in love with. I could go after... I can't go after him. Never mind. Jalen Duren would be a nice pickup. For Zingis, you got Kessler. Yeah, there's really not a lot of positions of need here. Wait, was that McDaniels? No, it was Matherin. I was like, up. All right, yeah, let's see if I can make a signing here. All right, I like the free agency we had. I feel like we did all right. We didn't add anybody too crazy, but I like the team. So Paulo Banchero jumps up to a 90 overall. That's huge. Amen Thompson, nice. Avdia, obviously, like I said, good pickup. Got Zach E. I signed Isaiah Hartenstein. He was out there, so might as well get him. Carrington, love the way he looked. We got Tim Hardaway Jr. just a shooter off the bench. Peyton Watson, a nice pickup. We have McBride still. Rui Hachimura. Hugo Gonzalez. Dennis Schroeder, who I still have. I didn't even realize I still had him. Bona. Watford. Mullins. So it's not bad. All right. Listen, I like the team. Let's keep it as is. And on to season number 2. I feel like we should be better than a 7 seed this year, or 8 seed technically, yeah, because we lost in the play in the first game. But let's take a look at the roster for season 2. So Thompson, Carrington, and Schroeder, Tim Hardaway Jr., McBride, and Mullins. I guess actually they might have Hardaway starting. We'll see. Avdia, Watson, and Hugo at the small forwards. Power forwards, you got Banchero, Hachimura, and Watford. Centers, Zach Edey, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Adem Bona. Pretty solid. Game plan looks good. Yeah, I like the way the team is. It's pretty solid to me. McBride's not even getting minutes, which is insane. I might run a 10-man just because the team is kind of deep. I think it just kind of makes the most sense to run a 10-man. So we'll run a 10-man and maybe utilize the bench to 25. That way McBride's getting a little bit of minutes. Yeah, getting 10 minutes a game, I think that makes sense. So it gives us just ourselves another shooting guard. And, yeah, I like that for us. So that's going to be the rotation. I like the team. Let's keep it as is. And, yeah, if we need to make a move at the deadline, probably Schroeder would be the guy since he's expiring. I don't even think he's in the rotation. Is he in the rotation? He might be in the rotation. Or maybe not. No, I think he's out of it. Yeah, we'll probably move him at the deadline then. We might be able to get somebody now, honestly. Get Miles Turner. Yeah, I don't need to get Miles Turner right now. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. All right, let's keep it simming. See what happens. All right, we're in the NBA Cup final here, so that's pretty cool. We'll sim a Simcast against the Hawks. I don't know who's on their team. I'm actually really curious to see if I can. Can I view their roster? I don't know. All right, we'll just sim with Simcast, see what happens, and see if we can win an NBA Cup in our second season. First quarter goes to us. Second quarter goes to us. Third quarter goes to them. It's a tight one. It's a very tight one. Minute 3, it's tied up. We got to jump in and see what happens. All right. So, again, it's the step in the right direction here. We should get into the Cup, see if we win it. Hawks have Harden. That's kind of cool. Is that Anthony Edwards? I think it is. Tim Hardaway Jr. Okay, wide open Avdia. Nails it. Puts us up 3. Puts us up 3. We needed that. Let's go. It's huge. 3-point game. 45 seconds. Edwards, step back 3. Misses. Rebound. Goes to Thompson. Thompson to Hardaway Jr., who goes to the rim. Misses. Rebound, Edwards. All right, got to get a defensive stop here. Hawks do not have a timeout. Edwards gets into the paint. Misses the layup. Rebound, Hartenstein. Hartenstein gives it to Thompson, and they foul him. All right, we have a chance to win an NBA Cup here in our second season. Timeout. Hawks. And, yeah, we're just going to skip that. All right. Thompson at the line for 2 free throws. First one's up, and it is a make. That's huge. Puts us up 4. And misses the second one. Oh, Zach Richier's on the team. Nice. Guy I thought about drafting, didn't draft. Is that Dyson Daniels, too? Hard for 3? Misses. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that was him. Anyways. Yeah, puts us up 4. And Banchero misses. Alright. Please make this free throw. No, that's not. That's Salon, I think. Or I don't know how you say his name. Tijan. It's the guy from the Hornets. Yeah. Who misses the 3. Rebound Avdia. And they're not going to foul. That's it. So an NBA Cup is so far the highlight of our video. Second season NBA Cup. So we'll take it. And there we are. Celebrating it. Banchero holding up. The boys happy. Nice little celebration. It's a goal. And Paolo Banchero looks like gets the Cup MVP. Now, can we go out there and win a championship as well? That would be huge. That would be great. So shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys. All right. Yep. Wow. Big numbers right there from Paolo. All right, let's keep it simming. Deadline 30-19. Second in the West. Only behind the Kings, man. The Kings are really good, huh? Let's take a look at the stats so far. And you can see Paolo Banchero, big season, averaging over 31. He's at 31.8 points per game. That's insane. 4 guys in double figures. Yeah, Danny Avdia's numbers are really low because his tendencies are really low. They did not update his tendencies. That will be updated next year. Next year, this guy's will be averaging 25, 28. He's averaging a lot of points. I'm excited for that. 4 guys, 15 a game. That's cool. Rebound numbers, you got Hartenstein, Zach Edey. You know, the huge. Assists, 6.1 from Thompson, 5.3 from Avdia, Banchero, 4.8, 4.1 from Carrington. 2 guys least a steal, 2 guys least a block shot. You get your field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage as well. So you can see there, most efficient from the field. You have your 3-point percentage. So you can see who's knocking down their threes. And then, of course, can't forget about the guys from the charity stripe. Knocking down their free throws. All right, I do want to see if there's anything out there for Dennis Schroeder. What that move would be, I guess we'll find out. Because that's probably the guy I want to move the most. Not a bad contract. Not really, I guess. If he's 33 years old, he's a 4-year deal. I mean, Norman Powell for Dennis Schroeder in a second-round pick makes sense. Obviously, his tendencies are also lower than what he is, but in real life, he's having a really good season. So might as well, again, it's a year later, technically, but might as well pick him up. I know he's 33 here, but so is Schroeder. It's an upgrade. Only have to give a second-round pick. I think that makes the most sense to me to make the team better. As for who I want to move next, do I want to move on from Hugo? I don't think I want to do that. I think we might just have 4 small forwards. Unless there's like a better point guard out there. Podzinski. Aiden Pritchard, my boy. That's my guy. But I want to give a lottery pick, so. Yeah, ooh, Colin Gillespie's pretty good too, actually. No, I think we're good. I think we're just going to kind of keep team as is. Keep Hugo. No, I don't want to keep Hugo. He's not really a rotational piece. I think I have to get Pritchard. Yeah, we got to try to win now. It's going to sound silly. I'm going to trade that. Yeah, I'm going to trade with Hugo. He's not really going to get minutes. We just traded for another small forward anyway. So I might as well get Peyton Pritchard. Get another point guard. Works for me. So I think that, yeah, and that will make my team better. That is a good pickup. I can't even be mad about that. It's a good pickup. So, honestly, this team's looking pretty good. Let's keep it up and see what happens the rest of the season. So, Victor MVP. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year. 6 Man of the Year is DeJounte Murray. Defensive Player of the Year is Victor. Most Improved, Jaden Ivey. Clutch Player of the Year is LaMelo Ball. Dark Christie Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year is Ryan Trust. Paolo Banchero, NBA Cup MVP. That's some gaudy numbers. There's your NBA first. Second. Yep, Paul's on the second team this year. But that's fine. He had a really good season. It's not like he didn't play well. He definitely played well. Just these other guys were just better. And sometimes That's just the way it is, you know? Oh, wow. How is it that he ended up on the Pistons as well? Is also kind of crazy. Yeah. Very cool. There's their team as well. Defensive first and second, no Thunder. Rookie first and second, no Thunder. Yeah, we were the 3 seed take on Golden State. Let's take a look at these stats before we do anything else. And again, 6 guys in double digits on the scoring. Tim Hardaway Jr. is my second leading scorer, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, all right, fine. Hartenstein, Zach Edey up there in rebounds. Paul Banchero, Thompson's up there too. In terms of assists, you can see the leading assist getters. Amen Thompson, 1.9 steals per game. We had 2 guys least to block shot, Edey and Hartenstein. Of course, field goal percentage. You can see the most efficient scorers there. Who shot the ball well from the field. You know, your 3-point percentage as well. So Pritchard was almost 50, 40, 90, but not quite. He was just a point. He was at 49.9% or 0.499. Just a little bit higher, he would have gotten it, but he didn't get it. So it is what it is. Let's see what Golden State is looking like. Bronny James Jr. starting at the point guard. What is happening? That's crazy that he's starting a point. Jaden Ivey, got Butler, Anthony Davis. Yeah, funny that Jimmy Butler's on the team. So where? Really? That's crazy that they don't have another point guard that could start on this team, and it's Bronny that's starting. This should be... We got to win this series, you would think. We win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. They blew us out, actually. All right, let's try not to overthink this 2K. Okay. Not okay. All right, going to a game 7. There's no way. How are we going to a game 7 against this team? First quarter. Second quarter, us. Okay, looks like we're going to win. Third quarter, us. And we do win pretty easily. All right. Clippers. Trae Young, Stephon Castle, Kispert, Hart, Nurkic. Got Jalen Suggs, Murray's up there. Okay, some good players on this team. This is a solid team. It's a solid team. We lose game 1. Can we win game 2 potentially? No. Shout out to 2K's SAM ENGINE, greatest invention of all time. Please win game 3. Nope. Shout out to 2K's SIM ENGINE. All right. And we actually got a game. I was going to say we got swept, but we didn't. Win 2. All right. It takes 2. So force game 6. Try to force game 7 here potentially. And we don't. Courtesy of 2K's Simengen. Lost by 7. Yikes. All right. So second round exit. Take a look at Paulo stats. I mean, Paulo doing his thing. Paulo is doing his thing, my friends. He's doing his thing. All right, let's keep it up. Still got another season to go, I guess. Trae Young in the finals. They won. We got Trae Young, Jamal Murray, Nets, Clippers. Nets win. Jamal Murray, finals MVP. On to the offseason we go. Lottery. We don't have a lottery. Oh, we do have a lottery pick. Thunder via the Lakers. Is that protected, though? Or is that unprotected? I don't know. It might be protected. It is protected. All right, so we have the Lakers' unprotected pick next year. We have our pick 26. Would have been nice if that was unprotected, but it wasn't. That would have been a very nice draft piece to have, or trade piece to have on the team. All right, just traded for pick 6 from Boston. 3 firsts, 3 seconds. So we have pick 6 now in the draft. So we're going to use that to select a pretty good player. So let's see who's out there that we could add to the organization. Hugo could be a solid piece. Christian Collins, John Havlicek, Hall of Fame. Speaking to me. I'm going to take that guy right there out of USC. I think that's a good pick. I know it's another small forward, by the way, but gotta go with him. I could have went with Hugo, maybe tad bit better for now, but doesn't really matter too much. So Collins, welcome to team. Zach Edey and Carrington, we're going to accept both of them. Qualifying offers, Thompson, got to re-sign him. But that's pretty much about it. So Just try to bring back the boys, and then yeah, really just bring back Amen Thompson. I think we're just gonna run it back for the most part. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of run it back here. We got Banchero, Thompson, Avdia, Zach Edey, Carrington, Watson still with Hartenstein, Peyton Pritchard, Tim Hardaway Jr., Norman Powell, McBride, Mullins went up to a 79, Rui Hachimura still here, Bona, Christian Collins we drafted. I mean, again, looks like it's a pretty solid team on paper. Let's see what happens in season number 3. All right, season 3, roster. Thompson, Carrington, and Pritchard. Hardaway Jr., McBride, and Mullins. Small forwards, Avdia, Watson, Powell, and Collins. Centers, or power forwards, Paulo and Rui. Centers, Zach Edey, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Adem Bona. He has a Bona. Anyways, that's the rotation. Looks pretty good to me. No complaints. No complaints. This is going to be the squad. 10-man rotation. The other team does. Avdia wants to test, which worries me a little bit. Does worry me a little bit. Honestly, he probably has really good trade value, I would think. He does, but it's not like anybody here that I'm like, wow, I really want to get them instead of him. I mean, Khan actually might be, yeah, maybe, well, yeah, he'd be kind of cool to get. My guy, it's my guy right here. They got to change his tendencies too, though. But that would be a nice pickup, though. Now, let's keep team as is. No need to make any trades for now. Yeah, let's sim it. See how this team does. Spurs win the, not Spurs. Victor wins the NBA Cup MVP. Bucks win it. 35-14, number 1 seed in the Western Conference this season. Let's take a look at the player stats. And I mean, Paolo Banchero is just absolutely killing it. 33.6 points per game, man. That's insane. It's just crazy. 6 guys in double digits. But, I mean, Paolo Banchero is just carrying his team. 10.1 rebounds from Zach Edey. Paolo Banchero, 7.87 from Hartenstein. In terms of assists, Banchero, Carrington, Thompson up there. Avdia is up there as well. 3 guys least a steal, 2 guys least a block shot. In terms of field goal percentage, looks pretty good. You can see there who's leading the way. 3-point percentage as well, who's knocking down threes. And then, of course, free throws. You can't forget about those, right? It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Can't be mad at it. So, if we look here at contract extensions, Avdia still wants to test, man. That's crazy. Pritchard, all right, we'll give him 5.25. That's fine. We'll accept that. Works for me. McBride, keep him on a minimum. He's on a minimum, literally. It's great. Minimum. So yeah, Avdia wants to test. I mean, he's a perfect fit for the system, and it's like I don't want to move him. I mean, it's insane. I like him. Good player. So hopefully we can keep him around. I mean, I could, like I said, trade him, but I'm not going to. I mean, the only one I might want to move is like Norman Powell. I mean, what's he? Yeah, he's not really doing much. Numbers are kind of dipping. I could probably get something better for him. I mean, we could also wait until the offseason, too. He's got 3 years left on his deal. So maybe I'll do that. Probably trade him in the offseason. I mean, yeah, like I said, the teams... Well, actually, who knows? Maybe we only do... This might be the last season. Anyway, so who knows? If we win, I might just say we're good. But let's sim it. Get to you guys when I have an update for you. Victor MVP, Rookie of the Year, Tyron Stokes, DeJounte Murray, 6th Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Victor, Most Rude, Nate Ament, Paolo Banchero, Clutch Player of the Year. Wow. Clutch Player of the Year. Shout out to Paolo, man. What a season. Clutch Player of the Year. And then you can see Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, NBA Cup MVP, of course. There's only first team again. Paolo on the first team. And no other Thunder. Defensive teams, no other Thunder. Okay, great. So we were the 3 seed. 52-30. Not a bad year. Didn't have the best second half of the season, but it's alright. 6 guys in double digits on the scoring. We love that. Rebounding numbers favor Zach Edey, 10.38 from Banchero. See the assist leaders as well. Looks good to me. Steals per game. 2 guys least a steal. Get your block shot leaders. 2 guys least a block shot. Of course, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage as well. Looking exactly like this. And then, yeah. Free throw percentage. Looks pretty solid. All right. Shall we sim the play-in and see what we've got here? Darius Garland, Dalton Connect, Jaylen Brown, Nate Ament, Sar, Trey Murphy. All right, Hugo's there. Not a bad team at all for a 6 seed. We're up 2-0. They get a game on us. That's what I'm a little worried about. And courtesy of 2K's Pissport, SAM, and Jenny, we are currently tied. I don't want to sim a simcast. Alright, win game 5. We needed to win that. Please win game 6. Thanks. Second round, Timberwolves. Dillingham, Cowher, Gigi, Chet, Embiid. Next, Christie got Gordon. Alright. Okay. Should be a fun one. Game 1. W for the Timberwolves. Game 2. A W for your Thunder. Alright, let's see if we can game 3. Yes, we do. Can we go up 3-1? Yes. Up 3-1. Let's win in 5. No, we don't. Courtesy of 2K Sim Engine. And we won in 6. Okay. Conference Finals. Clippers, Trae Young, Stephon Castle, Kispert, Lopez. Alright, it's a good team. Good players here. Game 1 is a victory for the Clippers, courtesy of 2K. Game 2, courtesy of 2K, we are down 2-0. Win game 3, okay. Can we please win game 4, make it 2-2? No, we can't, courtesy of 2K's Pissport Sim Engine. Here's Sim Engine all the time. Alright, win game 5. Got a big game 6 here. And 2K said, you're not going to win because we're going to be unrealistic. Alright, love it. Not great. Not great. Not great. All right, we gotta figure out an upgrade for the shooting guard spot. I want to get a better shooting guard. Trae Young versus Giannis, and Giannis wins the finals. Wolves win it. Cool, good for them. All right, on to the off season. We're doing another season because I can. Draft lottery. Thunder via LA, and that pick drops all the way to 8. I mean, we can't trade it anyway, but that stinks. I would have liked to have had a higher pick, but I guess the 8th pick is not too bad to have. This is a big offseason for us. I want to try to see if I can get ourselves an upgrade somewhere here. I also want to make sure we can keep Danny Avdia, some of these other guys. So let's see what's out there on the table for us. Brandon Miller from the Mavericks. Actually, it's one of the players that Gemini said I should take. So we got him. I tried to trade away Norman Powell, Rui Hachimura, and Adem Bona, as well as 2 picks to get him, but we got him. I need a shooting guard, and that is the guy to get. So let's get past the NBA draft because I don't have any picks. And team player options, Mullins will keep him. Might as well. Qualifying offers. Yep. All right. Biggest thing is trying to re-sign our dudes. So Avdia, got to re-sign. Got to re-sign Carrington. Got to re-sign Edey. Let's get to it. All right, hell of a free agency here. Let me show you why. So Banchero, Thompson, Miller, who we traded for. We got to have the to re-sign. Carrington re-signed. Edey to re-sign. Mullins, Watson, and Pritchard. 2 Paytons, spelled differently. Isaiah Hartenstein still here. Collins, Christian Collins jumping up. Got Caleb Wilson. How crazy is that? Caleb Wilson. 6th overall pick. Somehow was in free agency. Don't know how. Still have McBride. We also got Neemias Queta and Dominic Barlow around at the team. If there's any season to win it, next year will be the year. So let's see what happens in season number 4. I'll see you. All right. Let's take a look at this roster here. For season 4. Could be the final season. Who knows? Thompson, Carrington, and Pritchard. Point guard. Shooting guard to Miller, Mullins, and McBride. A lot of M's there. Avdia, Watson, and Collins at the small forwards. Power forwards, you got Banchero, Wilson, and Barlow. Centers, Edey, Hartenstein, and Queta. This team seems like a championship team, but let's see what 2K thinks. Of course, it's all about what 2K thinks. Their opinions matter most. Hartenstein's not even in the rotation, nor is Wilson. But this team looks good on paper. Let's see if they can keep it that way and hope for the best. Get to Simmons. SGA NBA Cup MVP for the Raptors. Deadline 29 and 23, 5th seed. It's not terrible, but honestly not as great as I'd want to be. Take a look at the season stats, player stats, see what the story is. I mean, Banchero still averaging over 30. 5 guys in double figures overall. Kind of surprised. Kind of surprised. See the rebounding leaders look good. Yeah, I thought this team would be a little bit better. Assists. You can see their leaders. Steals per game. I see 2 guys. Well, Thompson 2 steals, 1 steal from Brandon. 2 guys leads the block shot, so that's cool to see. Experience, of course, field goal percentage. You can see who's knocking down their shots from the field. 3-point percentage, who's knocking down the shots from 3. And you can't forget about free throws as well. All right. Who's 50, 40, 90? Peyton Pritchard. Barely. Honestly, this could be the last season that I decide to do. I don't know yet. Peyton Watson willing to re-sign. We'll re-sign him for $7 million, 3 years. I think that works. Hartenstein, a minimum. 2-year minimum. We'll do that. And that works for me. So let's keep it simming and see if we can get ourselves back in the playoffs. Your MVP, Rookie of the Year was CJ Rosser. Defense Player, 6 Man of the Year was Trae Young. Defense Player of the Year was Victor. Most Improved Stephon Joksimovic. Cade, Clutch Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, Steve Kerr. Second of the Year was Alexander Panel. SGA won the NBA Cup MVP. By the way, I didn't realize we made the cup again. So, but we lost, unfortunately. There's your NBA first and second. Paolo Banchero once again getting there, averaging over 30 for the 4th straight season in a row, man. That's crazy. 4th straight season. 40 points. 30 points, rather, not 40. That'd be kind of insane to hit 40 points a game. All right. So we were only the 6th seed, though, this year. Down the Rockets, we've got a hell of a big 3 of Devin Booker, Darren Peterson, and Cooper Flagg. That is a pretty nasty big 3. It's not going to be easy for us. Player stats, 5 guys in double digits on the scoring. You got your rebounding leaders right here. Zach Edey with 10, 8.4 from Banchero. Assist, 5.4 from Banchero. Thompson, 5, 4.7 from Carrington. You got 2 guys least to steal. 2 guys least to block shot. You got your field goal percentage. 3-point percentage. And then free throws as well. It's good. Let's keep it up. Send the playing. Game 1 is a loss, courtesy of 2K. Game 2 is a win, courtesy of 2K. I love when 2K gives me courtesies. And we win Game 3. Lose Game 4, courtesy of 2K. So you can't be losing Game 4. We can be winning Game 5. That's good. Let's win Game 6 and avoid a Game 7. No, 2K was like, you're not going to avoid a Game 7 because it's NBA 2K. And we got to be unfair. So, I guess we'll simcast. Hopefully win. First quarter is a good one. Second quarter is a good one. Third quarter is a okay one. Fourth quarter was solid. All right, 155 points. Pretty good. All right, 2nd seed, Clippers. They've been kind of our nemesis lately. Suggs, Castle, Kispert. Trae Young's coming off the bench now. It's pretty interesting. Guess it works. Lose Game 1, courtesy of 2K. Win Game 2, courtesy of the Sim Engine. Love that. Can we win Game 3? Yes. Win Game 4. No. Game 5. No. Courtesy of 2K's Pissport, SAM, ENGNE, greatest inventor of all time. Super realistic. But there we go. That's realistic right there. Winning Game 6. Back of tracks. All right. Big Game 7. Simcast it. See what happens. First quarter on the road was a solid one. Second quarter on the road, okay. Third quarter, an embarrassment. Fourth quarter, overtime, and we win in overtime. Big. All right, that was scary. That was scary. That was scary. All right, conference finals. Number 1, Golden State Warriors. Wow. Garland, Green, Sebastian, JT Toppin, Don McClingan. We've got Khalil Ware, Jaden Ivey, Devin Carter, Bronny James. So they got some additional talent. Last time we seen them. Should be a fun one. It's gonna be a little bit more challenging against Golden State. But we'll see what happens. Game 1 is an OKC victory. Big one, too. How about we go up 2-0? That's huge. Let's go up 3. Oh. Go up 3-1. Yep. Get to the finals. Yes. All right. In the finals. Paolo Banchero, Western Conference Finals MVP. Tyrese Halliburton on the Hornets, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. All right. The Hornets. Halliburton, Koulibaly, Franz, Sohan, Walker Kessler, Dash Daniel. All right. This is a pretty balanced team. I respect it. All right. Hornets Thunder. We win game 1. Good start to the series. Can we win game 2? The answer is no, courtesy of 2K. Hornets go up 2-1, courtesy of 2K. Please win game 4. And we do. Huge. Game 5, do or die. And we die, courtesy of 2K Space Force Sim Engine. Alright, gotta win game 6. We're gonna simcast it. Alright, first quarter at home. Not great. Second quarter, solid. Third quarter, but a solid fourth quarter. All right. Win by 12. Good stuff. All right. A good second quarter right there. So we're going to a big game 7 here. Big game 7. Sim with Simcast. Now, Charlotte's at home, so got to win game 7 on the road. Let's see if we can do it. First quarter goes to us. Second quarter goes to them. Third quarter goes to us. And can we cut it? They're pulling away a little. We're trying to keep it close. No, they're pulling away. So we're going to lose courtesy of 2K's Piss Poor Sim Engine. Yep. 2K's Piss Poor Sim Engine. Thumbs up. Unrealistic, as I like to say. So we get to a game 7 and lose courtesy of 2K. Not making sense. All right. I'll probably do one more season and then I might just have to give up. I don't know if I want to make this video any longer, but we'll see. I mean, we have an NBA Cup. I guess that's cool. But not quite a championship. That's not really gonna hold me off too much. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't beat the Hornets. Didn't really make much sense to me, but it is 2K, and again, realism is out the window. So, NBA standings. I mean, they were better than us technically, but I don't know about that, Chief. All right. I guess we'll go on to the offseason again. Draft ladder doesn't really matter. Don't have any picks, to my knowledge. Nope. All right. Draft lottery irrelevant. So we'll go to the draft. I mean, if there's anybody we can move, I'm open to the idea of moving guys. I just don't know who I would move. That's the only problem. Like, who could I move to make this team better? That's the question. Or, you know, I think we're all right. I think, honestly, we might just kind of keep the team as is and just hope for the best. Maybe package the rookie. Well, now these guys, I could be like, package these 3 dudes and get, like, Buzelis and Porter Jr. Doesn't really do it for me, so doesn't really float my boat. Zach Edey and Harrington. I mean, I have to get like a stud, but I'm not seeing any studs here. So, yeah, I think I might just keep the team as is. We'll see. Most part, kept the team the same. The only thing I did really was replace, get Mitchell Robinson, be a backup, like a third-string center. I guess technically he's my backup now because Hartenstein's regressed. And I got Lauri Markkanen to be another power forward. Again, kind of riding the end of the bench, but I think this is going to be the final season, so fit the final season. If we don't win it here, then the video ends on a sour note. I mean, other than just an NBA Cup victory. This is it here, fit the final season. I can't give myself anything more than that. We got to try to win it here, so hopefully we can. Thompson, Carrington, Pritchard, point. Shooting guards, we got Miller, Mullins, and McBride. Small forwards, Danny Avdia with Collins and Watson. Power forwards, Paulo, Caleb, and Laurie. And then center, Zach Edey, Mitch, and Hartenstein. Cool. Game plan. This is the 10-man. Looks good to me. And I guess we'll just see what happens. So let's get to simming and hope for the best. Scotty Barnes and the Pacers. 36-14, number 1 in the West so far. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Again, stats so far. Paolo Banchero, again, 5th straight season so far, averaging over 30. It's just great. To get 6 guys in double digits on the scoring. Looks good. Hopefully some of the younger guys that we drafted in this video are starting to develop a little bit and give us a little bit more depth off that bench. Looks like so far that is happening. That's your assist leaders. Looks good to me. Of course, steals and blocks. You guys can see there 4 guys leads to steal. Field goal percentage. You can see the most efficient scorers. Again, I'm scrolling through it. If you guys want to slow down the video, pause, take a look, feel free to do so. Again, I'm just kind of skimming through it quick. And you can see, team's playing well. We don't have any terrible free throw shooters, it looks like. Well, technically we do. But Mitchell Robinson has not... Yeah, he's only played 1 minute. He hasn't shot a free throw, so... Cool. Alright. Nope, no trades. This is the team. I mean, if I was going to make a trade, it would be Paolo Banchero, Man Thompson, and Aaron Miller for nobody, or something like this. And get garbage in return. Right? Garbage. Actually, Jeremiah Fears, man. It's really good. That's actually not garbage. Okay, it's pretty solid. But again, why would I trade? Why would I do this? Oh, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I just was looking. Alright, let's keep it simming and see what happens the rest of the way. Your MVP, Rookie of the Year is Jordan Page, Josh Giddey, 6 Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year is Victor, Most Improved, Nathan Solomon, Cade, Clutch Player of the Year, Coach of the Year is Chris Finch, Executive of the Year was Brandon Harrison, I guess 59-23 Timberwolves. Alright, All-NBA first team, once again, Paolo Banchero. He's been good. I mean, I can't be mad at betting Paolo Banchero. He's been awesome for us, but just need more out of the rest of the boys. Shout out to Thompson, all defensive second team, playing good D. Love that. And that's really where we are. That's where we stand. 2 seed. 2 seed. Take a look at the stats. And you can see there, again, 6 guys in double digits on the scoring. You see the rebound leaders, Edey, Banchero, Thompson's up there. 5 guys at least 4 assists. 5 guys at least a steal. 1.7 block shots from Zach Edey. Field goal percentage looks good. Nobody shot below 45%. Your 3-point percentage. Free throws. It's a good team, man. Spurs, 7 seed. McCain, Hero, Koopete. Again, I mean, there's some solid players on the team, but again, this is a team that should be able to beat. UK's got to stop trolling and have us win this matchup. Like, there's just no reason that we lose. And we win game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. Do we sweep? We do not. We win in 5. All right. Second round. Golden State. Garland Green. Chris Washington, Juju Diopin, Jonathan Klingon. All right. Again, not a bad team. Honestly, I feel like the Spurs team that we just played was better than this team. And yeah, I would think that we should be able to win, but it's 2K and they never make any sense. As we drop game 2 somehow. Okay. Okay, win game 3. Can we win game 4? No, we can't, courtesy of 2K's PS4 sim engine. That is unrealistic. And we're somehow down 3-2 to this team. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make any sense. That does not make any sense to me. Just doesn't. I wish it did. First quarter. Please win. Second quarter. Very bad. Third quarter. Very bad. And a piss poor, pathetic, and putrid fourth quarter. Most disgusting quarter I've ever seen in my life. And that's how the video ends. I mean, okay, 2K. So I'm saying you have a mind of your own. When I build teams that are terrible and they win the championship. Build a good team and they don't win. It's the 2K stuff, man. All right, well, get to the finals, losing game 7. I mean, it's hard to win. 2K is just like, yeah, we're not gonna have you perform up to your standards. It is what it is. I mean, Gemini, I thought did a pretty solid job. I thought we had a good team, but just couldn't quite win it. Somehow, teams that are not close to being as good as us win the championship, and yeah, cool. All right, let's go to the full screen and close it out. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment down below some videos. Go to our socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description if you look at the content from TGP. This was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do this for other sports where the Gemini builds my team, drafts my team. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that in the future for other sport videos. I think it's going to be a great idea. I think it'll be a great idea. And that's it. So for now, guys, I'm going to head out. Take care. See you soon. Peace.